All right, so now that we've covered movies, now it's time to do video games, our favorites of 2019. And yeah, Mike, I've been informed that you have a top 10.
Right. So I'm going to do 10 through 6, but then I want to go last. So,
Okay.
all right, afterwards, from 5 to 1.
Fine.
All right?
I'll go
Second.
second to last.
Okay. So the bottom 2 games on my top 10 list, 10 and 9, are games I didn't finish, but games that I know stick the landing and I would love. So number 10.
It might trigger Wolf and Cheesy, and they might start the whole argument. But anyways.
Hold your horses, guys.
Number 10 on my list is Astral Chain. I'm sure you guys assumed this was going to be on my list somewhere, given how much I talked about it.
Yeah, you talked about
I
that.
thought it was going to be higher, but yeah.
Well, if I would have played more of it, it definitely would have been higher. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because there's some stuff in my top 5 that I'm like, oh, it'd have been really hard to move things around. Astral Chain is a fantastic platinum game, action brawler, so kind of. You use twin sticks, but it's not a twin stick shooter, but it's a heavy. It's a fucking awesome video game, and the intro alone, the late title card intro with the theme song that I sent you, that's fucking total anime, like that. Astral Chain, man.
I don't think I realized you didn't beat it.
No, I didn't, because Borderlands came out like a week later. Number 9 is Control. This is a game opposite of Astral Chain. I wish I would have played more of this, because it would have been a lot higher on my list, but I can't justify putting it higher than the other 8 games on this list, given the limited amount of time I had with it. But it's fucking fantastic. The way the world shifts, the idea of that you're in the same structure, but it keeps changing and shifting around you is so good. It's the first game since Silent Hill 2 and 3 that legitimately scared me and freaked me out at points.
Damn.
It's
I gotta play that.
fucking fantastic, and your soap smells weird, Rick.
That's so random, but okay.
Well, I'm smelling it as I'm waving my hands around, so... I mean, it's not a bad weird, it's just, it's hitting my nostrils every time.
It smells like...
Melted candle wax.
Well, I feel like it also smells like something at the dentist office.
Oh, no. So that's number 9, Control. You guys should play it. I need to play more of it. You really need to play it. I think you would fucking love it. Rick, I know you like Silent Hill. I think you would love this game.
Wolf says how damn Control has a weird sound.
Number 8. This
Borderlands 3.
Right? That would be so dope, wouldn't it? No, I couldn't do that. Number 8 is a game that is a remake, and it's Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. And if the competition for games this year wasn't so stiff for me, this would have been a lot higher. This game blew me away because I never played the Game Boy version of it, or the DS, Game Boy Color, whatever up-res thing they did, or whatever it was. This game was a breath of fresh air. It's everything I wanted out of a Zelda game, and I've been wanting out of a Zelda game, and it actually stopped me from playing Link to the Past, which I had been putting time into, because I felt like I got what I was looking for out of Zelda. I'm gonna go back to Link to the Past, so don't trip.
It's so fucking good.
Don't trip. But because of this, I didn't actually play any more Link to the Past because I got so wrapped up in Link's Awakening, and it really scratched that itch for me that I've been craving a Legend of Zelda game to do since fucking Ocarina of Time.
Awesome.
So that's number 8.
You're also a big Majora's Mask fan, aren't you?
I just like how different it is. It's not my favorite, but I love how different it is and how they kind of bucked the system and said, no, you're going to fucking like this. And if you don't, fuck you.
Angry Video Game Nerd, his latest episode is about Majora's Mask. It's like 38 minutes long. It's really good.
Oh, really? Okay. Number 7 is Tetris 99. It came out in January of 2019, and I said then, oh my god, guys, unless something really hits, this could be Game of the Year. And it could have been, until I played a lot more games that I didn't think I was going to get around to playing this year. But Tetris 99 is, if I only have a few minutes and I want to play something, I always boot up Tetris 99 and I get a few rounds in. It's so much fun. I've yet to win one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gotten to top 2 and gotten really fucking close. I've actually participated in, I think I've only missed 2 of the 5 tournaments or whatever. So I've got 3 of the limited skins that came at those tournaments. It's just so much fun. And the fact that Tetris took the battle royale genre and said, fuck you guys, check this shit out.
Yeah.
It's too much fun, man. And like I constantly think about going back and playing that game some more.
I have a lot of fun playing that.
It is fun to play.
And finally, number 6.
That was Tetris 99 it was this year, huh?
Yeah.
Early.
Number 6. Another one that would have been in the top 5 had I not played another game. Need for Speed Heat. Had low expectations because I have low expectations for Need for Speed every year that one comes out, and I know I shouldn't because they never disappoint me. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people really hate the Need for Speed franchise now, and I don't understand why, because they always handle great, they always look great, they feel great, they sound great, and the cities they build are fucking fantastic and make sense and have flow, and everything about these games is always on point, but everybody wants to knock them down. And it's just fucking more Need for Speed. Oh, where's the live action cutscenes I love so much from Most Wanted? And then when they got that 2 years ago, this is fucking stupid and they're trying too hard. Well, what do you want then? Need for Speed is a fun, arcadey racer with an over-the-top storyline. If there was no Need for Speed video games, there'd be no Fast and Furious movies, because that's basically what those movies are. And they're over the top. It's the popcorn movies of video games is what Need for Speed games are. You turn off your brain. You don't even have to listen to the story if you don't want to, but it's just fun to drive in those cities and, spec out your car and earn all the... It's so much fun, and I probably put an unnecessary amount of time into it before I beat the story, because I ended up creeping up on the story really fast without realizing it. Mm-hmm. And then when I finished what I thought was going to be like the halfway point in the story, because of the way you do this final mission, and then it ends, and then it shows you stuff, and you think, oh shit, now the real shit starts with the story. But no, the story is over. You just have this thing looming over you while you're driving around, and it's actually really well done that way. It's more story without actually giving you more story, if that makes sense. But it's a super, super fun arcade racer. And the city they built is sort of a Miami, South Florida type of city. And it's really well done, and it's super fun. So that's 10 through 6. I hope I didn't do more than 5 to 7 minutes. I feel like I went through that pretty quickly. Now let's get into the top 5s.
Mine's going to be different from you guys because, like I said, I've played different games from different periods of time. Mm-hmm. These games came out in the last 3 years, I believe.
Dude, it's fine.
It's fine, dude.
We covered this.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Just don't be crazy and pick something from like 8 years ago that you had the means to play.
Gotcha, Wolf.
So, Metal Gear Solid 2. No.
He's like, Metal Gear Solid 5 is now my favorite game. Like, no, shut up, Ray. Go ahead.
All right. Luigi's Mansion.
It's number 5? All right. Okay. Luigi's Mansion. What about it? Do you want to talk about it at all?
That's my number 5. I only placed it that low because I haven't really got fully into it.
Okay.
I played a little bit more. I do like it a lot. It's a fucking fun game. Mm-hmm. There were other games I played that were just a little bit better.
Okay.
But
not fair to say.
You don't know that. Just kidding. Go ahead.
I mean, that's not fair to say, but go ahead.
But yeah, Luigi's Mansion is great. I don't know what else to say.
I mean,
I'm having a lot of fun with it, but we kind of already talked about it.
We've had a lot of episodes where we've all gushed about it.
Yeah.
If you would like to elaborate, it's fine.
The same thing, but for the most part, it's fun. I love the pack. I love the fucking Virtual Boy. It's like the favorite thing of the entire game.
That's my ringtone now. That is my fucking ringtone now.
Yeah, I've always wanted one of those as a kid. Never got one. Nope. But yeah.
I remember playing one in Target at a kiosk and getting a fucking massive headache.
Yeah, I don't think I have any experience.
Okay. I've played it at the store, but I've never played it I've never had one, so
And hey, let me just say,
it's cool. I like it a lot.
don't worry about. I mean, we're not accepting an award here,
Yeah.
but no one says we have to list off the game and then go into some of the speech.
Right. But
So just
if
don't
you
even
have
worry
something
about
to say about it, do it.
Right,
If
right.
not,
I will.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right, Bryce.
We do honorables at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yes, for this weekend.
All right. I think on my whole list.
Let me change this.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let
No,
me change
on
this.
my whole list, I did not beat any of these games.
Oh, Wolf, here we go.
No, he doesn't
No, I'm
care.
just kidding.
He's fine.
Chat
He's fine with that.
intensifies.
But my number 5 is Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5. I mean, I was having a lot of fun with Resident Evil 2 until something else came out, and then I completely ignored Resident Evil 2.
Gotcha.
But that's my number 5. I've never played
The
the
original?
original one,
Okay.
so this is a totally new experience for me. And yeah, I definitely was enjoying the game. There's parts that are just fucking aggravating and frustrating, like the thing that chases you randomly, and it's super fucking stressful. And I think that is another thing that made me be like, I'm just good with this for right now.
Yeah. That's another. They nailed that in Resident Evil 7. Also, was the looming threat.
Yeah.
Was nailed fucking so perfectly in Resident Evil 7,
Oh, okay.
as well as
I
in
still have to
this.
fucking play that too. I have it. But anyways, right? 7 is what came out in 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
You guys have both probably. Well, have you?
No.
I mean,
The original?
OG.
No.
You.
No.
No.
Nope.
What was your first
I've watched people.
Resident Evil?
0 on the GameCube, and I
watched
never
my friend
finished
play
it because I didn't like it. 'Cause
You
I
played
was
0 before playing the original remake on GameCube?
Well, no. That's the one I played.
Okay.
Was that? I thought that was 0. No.
No.
Okay.
That's just the remake of 1
Okay.
that looked amazing.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I was like I was Silent Hill guy, and I just
Okay.
didn't like.
Oh, dude,
Same.
I love
It's not bad at all.
that on
but I
GameCube.
just didn't.
I didn't play it personally, but I was with someone when they were.
But he
playing it.
watched someone play, and it's his number 1 game of the year.
Uh-oh. It's gonna start.
Okay. So we good?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. My number 5, which might have been number 1 had I finished this game, but my number 5 is The Outer Worlds. It is so fucking good.
Didn't you
It's-
just kind of start playing that?
And I
Okay,
put
wow.
about 15 hours into it, and I feel like I have done nothing because you know how I do all side quests.
Right.
Then I do the main storylines. Then I look if I missed any side quests. I looked online. Did I miss any side quests in this town? I did. Let's go get it and do it because I want to be the highest level I can be.
Right.
If this fucking game said Bethesda software on it, it would be everybody's game of the fucking year. Because it's not broken, it's not janky, the characters are amazing, the world they built is fucking fantastic, it's streamlined, you can interact with fucking everything just like you can in a Bethesda game, and Bethesda apologists are always, well, no other game can you pick up everything in the world, and that's why it's so janky, they gotta put physics in everything, and blah blah blah. No. Bethesda games are fucking janky because they're using a 15-year-old engine and refuse to fucking change. And until they do, their games are going to be hard to play. But everybody's going to be like, but it's Bethesda, so I expect that out of it. No. Witcher ate Bethesda's lunch. CD Projekt Red is going to do that again with Cyberpunk, I'm sure. Obsidian ate Bethesda's fucking lunch, shit it out, and shoved it down Bethesda's throat with Outer Worlds. That's how fucking good this game is.
Crazy, man.
The characters are amazing. The voice acting for them. Ashley Birch does the character of the first companion you get. And I've said it to you guys in the Discord and on Voxer. Every time that character opens her mouth, I fall in love with her even more. It's so well written and so well voice acted. And the quests are so fun. And I'm speccing my character out to do as little combat as possible, which is what I usually do in Fallout games when they're not fucking broken. Or Oblivion games when they're not fucking... Or not Oblivion. Elder Scrolls games when they're not fucking broken. But yeah, Outer Worlds is the shit. It's so good. Everybody needs to fucking play it.
What's your closest comp to that game?
Probably a Fallout game.
Okay. I have very little experience with Fallout.
Yeah. I know your brother loved Fallout 3 and
so,
wanted
yeah.
you to play it.
Yeah.
And then I think you started but never really got deep into it.
Yeah.
Because that was the same year that Dead Space and Mirror's Edge and a bunch of other games that come out that you were putting time in on or trying to put time in on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's so fucking good.
Okay.
And the way they streamline it, I really appreciate. And the ship you get and the AI, the AI on the ship that you talk to is everything is just well done and so well put together. And it feels like everything intertwines with everything, and it's not just these random things that are placed in the world. It's very bespoke is the word I guess I would use.
All right.
It's fantastic. My number 5 is Outer Worlds, and I honestly think it would have been way higher on the list if I had finished it.
I mean, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Anyways, we'll move on. I don't want to spoil your list. I was going to say something that shouldn't be said yet. Go ahead.
All right. My number 4 is Life is Strange 2.
Oh, you played Life is Strange 2?
I'm almost done with the second episode.
He
With the second... Wait, you haven't even finished it?
He tricked me for a second, though. I was watching him, and then he was about to talk. I was like... Yeah, I almost thought he was going to say Little Misfortune. I'm like, dude, you played it. You didn't let me watch you play it.
I should have done that.
You still need to. I want to watch you play it.
But, yeah, it's incredible. Again, another adventure on the road type of...
a getaway, if you will.
Getaway.
Going down the middle lane.
Yeah, exactly. Like my type of movie / game.
Oh, dude, and like it's about kids, like all coming of age and shit. Like it is the most Rick game ever made.
I'm sure it is.
It's an incredible game. The voice acting is great. The story is amazing. I like choice-based games like these, especially ones that affect your outcome.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Heavy Rain and Quantic Dream games, you know.
Or like
Detroit.
Walking Dead and
And having a lot of fun with this. I streamed the first episode. I only streamed a little bit of the second episode. I ended up playing that mostly on my own. But it's really good game. I really like it. I refused to play Before the Storm, is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I refused to play that one because of the whole thing that happened.
The writers.
The writers.
And Ashley Birchland doing the voice, yeah.
I
think she ended up doing...
This was off my radar.
I think she ended up doing the voice for the final episode of that, by the way.
Did she?
The third, I think so.
I don't
I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Anyway,
but
so this was not on your radar at all.
Yeah, it wasn't. This kind of came out of nowhere. I was watching...
episode 1 came out like last December, I think.
Something like that,
but
yeah.
I counted as this year because it finished finally.
It finished last year. It finished last year.
Almost.
Yeah.
We're talking about Life is Strange
2.
Yeah. You played 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would this not be on your radar?
I didn't know. I knew it was coming out, but I didn't know it was already out. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
The only reason why I knew was because I was watching Jenna and Julian play it. Like they said that they were playing. They usually play like Players Unknown Battleground or whatever. Yeah. But they were playing like Life is Strange. I'm like, there's a second. Like it's already out.
Yeah.
You know?
I think
like,
the final episode came out earlier this year, earlier in 2019.
Like that.
But yes, it started in 2018. But that's fine because it didn't finish until this year. So.
Yeah, so
that's awesome, man. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear what your final thoughts are when you finish it.
Yeah, it's
sure.
incredible. Anyways, yeah, that's my number 4.
Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
And I totally didn't have the camera on me. Wonderful.
Who is it on? Me?
It was on me and you.
Say something in the chat.
Anyways, so number 4, right?
Yeah, number 4.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
All right.
That's my number 4. It's a really fun game. Again, I want to dive into it more than I have, but
he wants to get balls deep, but so far he's got just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip, but it's really, really fucking fun game. I love Luigi's Mansion. I'm glad that it's back. I hope that it continues to stay back. Like,
I was kind of bummed out about the DLC. I was hoping for more single player stuff, but it seems to be all multiplayer shit.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. But yeah, that's it.
Cool.
It's a fun game. Rick talked about it a bit already, so.
My number 4 game is a quote-unquote mobile game.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. No, it's Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Ooh,
and similar to Florence last year, this had the Greg Miller effect on me. He wouldn't shut up about it, and so I was like, I gotta play it. And then it was on Apple Arcade, And I was like, I don't have an iPhone.
I didn't want to sign up for it. It was stupid. You have to. That's why I didn't play.
But it came out on Switch, and I bought it on Switch. It's a story-driven rhythm game. And what does Mike love? Rhythm games. It is an awesome fucking story. I know a lot of people are talking about this, and a lot of people are talking about that game Gris, the Gris, but it's pronounced Gris. I hate that everybody's calling it Grease and Grizz, because the developers have said, well, it's pronounced Gris, but everybody calls it Grease, so we're just going with that. No, dudes, stick with your fucking guns. It's pronounced Gris.
Yeah.
People are talking about Sayonara Wild Hearts and Gris in the same kind of way of like telling you a story, and but it not being similar to Florence was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with,
I think I just heard about this game too.
Dealing with something, a personal trials and tribulations. And what I gather from Sayonara Wild Hearts is a girl who is very heartbroken and then continues to go down these roads of relationships that continue to hurt her because she's opening too much of herself, expecting to be fixed by the next relationship. Mm-hmm. And then by the end of this game, it's an album. It's like a 14-track album that you play through.
Oh, okay.
And by the end of it, she's come to terms with her and who she is. And the way I gather the end is you go through like a boss rush mode of all the levels you've done. And it's like her forgiving the other people and owning herself. And I got, similar to Florence, man, I got oddly fucking emotional playing this game, but for a different reason. When I played Florence, it was the not having control over the situation, and no matter how you try to hold the pieces together, you just can't. This one was like the opposite. Fucking Rick.
Sorry.
He sabotaged you.
I know.
Twice.
Every fucking time.
I was trying to add more promotion to our stream.
So this is similar, but in the opposite way. It's about a girl who's fallen apart and picks herself back up and rebuilds herself and is able to hold it all together.
Okay.
And it's fucking awesome. And it just I was oddly emotional when I was playing it. And I played it with headphones on my Switch and all in handheld mode. And I got completely immersed in the story and in the gameplay. And it's a story that's told to you with no words. It's just music. And music without lyrics. You just get song titles, and that's it. And it's fucking awesome. So if you guys have the time and the $15, play Sayonara Wild Hearts on Switch.
All right.
It's on my radar. I want to play it. All right.
I don't think I've even heard about it until just now. You've heard about it?
Yeah, because of him.
You haven't heard Greg Miller talk about it at all this year? That's like one of the things
Maybe
we talked about a lot.
I have. Maybe I have.
Okay, number 3.
My number 3 is Super Mario Maker 2.
All right, nice.
Fucking love that game.
Yeah.
I played it on stream. I played your fucking levels on stream, motherfucker. And it pissed me off. That's where you get into. I like this game because of that.
But
because
they're good levels.
They are good levels. But I love this game because of that.
Yeah.
Like it was hard to place this at number 3 because.
I just realized I totally fucking forgot that game came out this year.
But it was extremely hard for where I was gonna put this game.
Yeah,
because, like, I love how much, like, this is the type of game that brings the real gamer Rick mode out.
Oh,
because it's fucking frustrating.
Dick Rick, as I like to call him.
It's frustrating.
I mean, Rick has already rage quit Mario Odyssey 2.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's a good time though. It's
Yeah.
a good time. It's a fun kind of raging when I play this
How
game.
about that fucking story mode though? Like
The story mode
so
is great.
fucking good.
Like I like that they added that to this.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of like a good practice too.
Yeah.
Before I start going and creating and thinking up levels, because like it gets your creative
Juices
flowing in your brain. And I still need to make some more levels.
Me too.
But I have a good time just going through the top list and just like, finding other people's games and like even finding specific ones like ones that say just run, and all you gotta do is just run.
I've actually been thinking about going and playing all the ones that are made for Dashi and playing those. because those are fucked up levels, man.
Those are insane levels. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. I love that game. I highly put that on my number 3.
Okay.
It's tough, but yeah.
Bryce, number 3.
I feel like my list has to change now.
I don't think so. Just go with what you got.
If you
I'll go with what I
forgot
got.
it.
That's crazy. I went down a list and everything. Well, all right. I guess I'll leave it. I would have potentially bumped Resident Evil 2 and put Mario Maker 2 as 5, though.
Okay.
I
mean, that's fair.
Done.
But it's fine. I'll leave it. I'll leave it the way that it is because I did have fun with Resident Evil 2. Like that's tough. But Mario Maker, yeah. But I don't know. All right. What number are we on?
3.
Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. That's my number 3. It's.
Did you finish it?
No.
Oh, come on!
I didn't finish it yet. I'm lagging on the games, man.
It's like 3 years
I remember
in a row,
that.
dog. You're
Yeah.
not finishing
Yeah,
games.
what? I feel like last year, what? iResolute?
No, 2017 was iResolute.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and then 2018, you were like, I was gonna resolute, but I didn't. But I'm gonna, and you didn't.
Yeah. Bryce's list is going to be top 5 games. I didn't. I mean, yeah, dude. I haven't finished any of the games on my list. Yeah, I've never played it. So this is my first experience with it, and it was really cool to play a Zelda that had the traditional dungeons. And I mean,
God, it felt so good.
yeah, like that's the big thing for me that was missing from Breath of the Wild. I love Breath of the Wild, but what were they called? The beasts?
The divine beasts.
The divine beasts are not. They're not.
They have the same vibe, but they're not.
Yeah, it's just.
I did like how puzzly they were, though.
I like the puzzle part of it, but it's just like, to me, it was a little too samey.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's just like, when I'm used to playing a Zelda that's got, like, there's like a fire dungeon and an ice dungeon, and like it has all this cool, like, unique look to it. You know what I mean? Like,
and it doesn't necessarily have to be those elements, but I need that feel.
Right. Like, give that to me, because I'm totally down. Like, I mean, you know, like, beef up the world a little bit. I'm totally down with the open world stuff, but I want to pull up to a dungeon that's like super unique and feels like a world all in and of itself, and not just do the shrines were different and unique, but the shrines all basically look the same on the inside, you know?
And they got super repetitive.
Yeah, and so I'm not even saying you have to get rid of that stuff. You could leave that stuff there too, but give me the dungeons. I want the dungeons, and that, like, it was like putting on, you know, I don't know. What's the phrase? An old shirt or an old? I don't know.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, it felt good, and I forgot, like, I had forgotten, you know, what that was like, and I'm like, oh, this is cool, like, yeah, and I honestly didn't know, because I'm pretty sure A Link to the Past came out before, correct?
Yes.
So I obviously had no idea how many elements from Link to the Past were in Link's Awakening. I mean, not that there's a ton, but like the dashing boots and stuff. Yeah, totally different. But it's really awesome. Yep. I like the 2D aspect of the game, or the side, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So where I'm at right now, I just recently got I could swim in water.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I think
you're getting there, man.
Yeah, and so I'm on that. I think they actually call it level 5. So I'm on that, and yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Cool.
And yeah, that and the little mermaid wants me to find her thing. Which one?
The color dungeon?
I don't think so. The one about. Never mind. I was gonna make a very off-color joke, but I decided not to.
Yucks.
Yeah.
It's a dungeon I think you can do right around this time that you're playing the game.
I don't think so, because I can't think of a dungeon about colors.
Optional, and at the end of it, you get to pick a different color tunic. One is for defense, and one is for extra attack.
Yeah, definitely have it.
Okay.
But yeah, the game is really fun.
Yes.
I think my focus is on that game right now. Like, I feel like, okay, let me just complete this so that it's done. And then I'm going to jump into something else. Probably Death Stranding, so I could try it, even though I've got so many other games that are open.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number 3.
All right, cool. My number 3 is another early in the year game, and it's not really on anybody's list except for Colin Moriarty's, and that game is Days Gone. I had very low expectations because of how long this game has been in development, the changes it's gone through.
Yeah.
And like some of the antiquated style of storytelling that's in it is it can be very off-putting at times because, you know, we've been spoiled since 2009 or 2008 with Uncharted, where cutscene bleeds right into gameplay and you are like, oh shit, I gotta move now. Where this game is like fade to black, cutscene, fade to black, gameplay. Like, it's a very antiquated style of storytelling and presentation, but I really loved the story. I really loved the character Deacon St. John. Like, he really grows on you. His sidekick is awesome. The whole idea of the story, like, I don't want to get into any kind of spoilers of what happens, but the conceit is this outbreak happens and you and your buddy stay behind because your wife had got attacked, and she goes on this helicopter that's leaving the infected area, and you learn about, throughout the game, you learn about what happens to her, where she ended up, and it's really well done and put together, and it really, and I hate like distilling things down into just like it's like this and this mashed together, but it really is like Sons of Anarchy meets Walking Dead in the best fucking way. It's
That's cool.
Oh, dude, it's so fucking good.
I don't know why I fell off of it. Like, I remember I was hyped for that game. You and I both were, and then for some reason it came out. I don't remember if it got like middling reviews, and I just was doing other stuff.
It definitely did.
And maybe that just made it not a priority for me. But I'm glad you really liked it.
I played it at launch.
I thought it looked cool when they first were showing stuff at E3. Like, I thought that stuff looked cool.
And I had Sacred Symbols actually did an episode about, like, you know, favorite moments in gaming this year, and like I got to write in about this specific moment with one of the hordes in the game.
Did you get on the show?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Oh, nice.
Because Colin loved that game and he loved the horde aspect of the game, and yeah, so they talked about it, and it's like, yeah, they showed the horde I'm talking about. They showed at E3. So it was the one in the sawmill, the first thing they showed.
Yeah.
So they showed that, and then like you see that already, and you're like, "There's no way that this is gonna hit hard with me because I've already seen it." But it is so frantic, and getting them to chase you and dropping bombs and Molotov cocktails and hitting explosive things in the area, and like when you finally see the last one go down and you breathe again after 10 minutes of holding your breath, it's just like, it is this amazing fucking feeling. It is so good, and nobody's talking about the tech for the hordes that they built for this game, the way you have to deal with them, and the weapons you acquire throughout playing the game to deal with them better. Days Gone is one of those games that in 3 or 4 years, when a sequel comes out, people are going to be like, it's similar to like Wind Waker. There's going to be a lot of revisionist history about this game. And people are going to go back and be like, yeah, Days Gone was great. And then you're going to go back and read those fuckers' reviews of it, and it's going to be shit reviews.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen to this game. This game is so close to being all-time classic Sony first-party, not just game of the year, but like game of the generation, or it is that close to being that good. But there's still just some elements about it that kind of knock it down. And that's why it's number 3 on my list for this year.
Okay. Very cool. That's still something I probably should check out at some point. I'm sure that's going to be a PlayStation Plus game at some point.
I mean, you can get it for like $20 right now. So, well, not now, but like intermittent times when it's on sale. Like, it's been for really fucking cheap at points.
Yeah, are we at 2?
Number 2. That was my number 3. That was my number 3.
Oh, that was your number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going last. So now
you're a number 2.
You're a 2.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. My number 2 is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Because, oh my god.
I need to play that still.
Oh my god.
What is the voice?
Oh my god.
Have you watched him play this game at all?
I've seen
It's so good. It's incredible. This story, the voice acting, like the actress who plays Laura is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Her friend, like, fuck, like, this game is incredible. I played, like, I guess I was lucky enough to play all 3 pretty much back to back.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. That's crazy. I forgot about that.
I binged the game.
But he hasn't watched Sabrina yet.
Yeah. No. But yeah, like, it's incredible. I know you said it was a different developer for Shadow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Camilla Luddington, by the way. I feel like she
Yes,
deserves a name. She's a good actress too.
She is a great actress. So yeah, like, this game sucked me in since the first Tomb Raider.
You didn't expect the game to blow him.
I didn't expect the game to blow me.
Yeah, I don't think most people expect their games to blow them. I mean, that's a nice bonus.
Or suck me. Sorry, bad joke.
Jeez, Rick. Fucking PG, man.
But yeah, like, this game is incredible.
I'm just envisioning that being Rick's pickup line. Hey, baby, suck me. My name's Rick.
What's up, American Pie? Suck me, beautiful.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's incredible. The story, like, Bryce, you've played these or no?
No.
You're gonna fucking love these.
I know,
games.
I probably would.
You would absolutely love these games.
I know, I'm sure I would.
You'll love the second one.
The
more than
treasure
the first
hunting,
one.
the puzzles, the fucking story is all of it is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah,
I think I have all of them, right?
third one.
No, I think
Because
you
of
have one.
Plus,
You might have
I
the
have a
first.
few
You
of them.
might have the first 2.
Okay.
Yeah, this last one kind of like puts the
Why do I not
ribbon. I know you keep playing with it.
I always play with the goat.
Jonah. That's the guy.
Jonah. Yeah.
He's so good.
Um,
Sorry.
yeah.
I was being Bryce for a second.
Yeah, I love the game so much.
Yeah. I need to play it.
I still like want to go back into some of the tombs because there are tomb challenges too. And since I got the full deluxe, I don't know, blah 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 version of it, like I have it all there.
It's got extra tombs.
So I want to go in there and I want to keep playing the tombs. I love it. It's incredible. Like, holy shit! I didn't expect to love a game like this since like Uncharted.
Is it like Uncharted?
It's got elements.
It got elements, especially with the second one. I want to say.
I think the first one is more Uncharted than any of them, but
I just
yes,
made it feel
it's
like
got elements.
throwing
of it.
like the hook and stuff.
Yeah, it's got Uncharted elements in it for sure.
Is it more puzzly than it is fighting?
The first
It
one,
can be.
no. The second one, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the second one is definitely puzzly. This one's puzzly too, depending on how you
Yeah.
play it as well.
Fucking go away from me.
Just leave it here. It's our mess.
No, but I keep playing with it.
got
Okay,
it.
put it back.
No, I'm fine. It's fine.
But yeah, that's my number 2. Absolutely love it. Go play it if you haven't.
Looking at you disapprovingly.
It wants me to touch it.
I really recommend you play it, Bryce.
Yeah, I need to do that.
And real quick, I don't know if you know, is there going to be any more?
I don't know.
Okay, because I hope there's another one.
Did they leave it open to where there could be? No, we got lots of sounds on this show.
What's your number 2, Bryce?
Borderlands 3.
Nice. Okay.
That's my number 2.
You're not gonna say anything else?
No, I'm still
Okay,
talking. I was just waiting for
at me like,
because I thought I was just wondering if you know what you were gonna think because it's not my number 1. I mean, what is there to say about Borderlands, man? Borderlands is fucking awesome. You know, like you and I talk on this show a lot, just like the world that they've created and how fun it is. And I just maybe it would be higher if I've played it more. I've not. Story of 2019 in the past couple years, I have not played games as much as I would have liked, and it has nothing to do with losing interest or anything of the sort. I don't know. There's so much entertainment out that it's hard. But yeah, Borderlands 3 is fucking great. I can't wait to play more of it. I need to. You and I have a campaign that we have.
And I've been really like fucking pissed at you because I want to play Amara.
I know.
I really want to play.
And then you and Ben
character.
started one, right?
No.
I
just jumped into
his thing. So yeah, I need to play more. But Borderlands is awesome. I'm sure gonna talk about it, so maybe I'll save some of it for then, unless it didn't make Mike's list. But yeah, Borderlands 3 is my number 2.
Number 2 for me is Luigi's Mansion 3.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome.
I seem to say this about Nintendo games the last couple of years. I said it about Odyssey, and I'm going to say it about this game. I can't, other than Odyssey, I can't think of a time where I've had a bigger smile on my face playing a video game as an adult, man. Like, It's so fun. It's so well put together. It looks great. I have some beefs with the controls here and there, but they're very minuscule beefs. And I love the characters, man. How creepy the beginning is, even before everybody gets taken. Like when you walk into the lobby and you see everybody in there, and I thought this when I started playing it, but I realized it's become a big thing now over the last few weeks. Look at Luigi's reactions, even when everything is kosher. When he walks up to the staff, it's very like it's more socially awkward than scared, which I think is hilarious because that's like the way they try to paint Luigi as socially awkward. But man, it's so well done, and Dr. Egad and the virtual Boo and the writing. There's 2 moments in video games this year that legitimately made me laugh really hard. And one of them was in Link's Awakening.
Okay. I know the one.
Which
you sent it to me.
I think it's hilarious because during this, like when it's like, oh, she's gonna join me right now, and I was like, if he fucking picks her up over his head like everything else in this fucking game, I'm gonna fucking die. And it's like, here's my big chance, and here she is above his head, and I'm like, what the fuck, man. And then in this game, when they talk about, Dr. Egad talks about the virtual Boo and how he's ironing out the kinks and a few more changes, and this thing's going to be $1 million seller, I promise. Like, that made me fucking laugh that Nintendo has a sense of humor about themselves.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's really nice to see, and it's refreshing to see. Because generally, Nintendo wouldn't ever talk about anything that's failed or been bad for them.
It's
like,
good stuff, man.
It's just really well put together. And like just all there's 2 points in the game that do like forced backtracking, which I really fucking like because there's no point in doing it other than to pad out the length of the game, which really bothers me. But it wasn't enough for me to be like, well, now I'm not going to put this game on my list. Luigi's Mansion, man, I'm glad it was on your guys' list. I'm surprised it was number so low on his.
I figured
because of the way he's talked about it. I'm surprised it wasn't higher for you. But I know you haven't played a whole lot of it, but just the way you've talked about it.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I thought it was going to be higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 is number 2.
I mean, not to like I was listening to you, but I was doing this like this is some of my favorite artwork from anything on here.
Yes.
Like, dude, and Rick, I know you saw this too, but like the
title screen,
like just that.
After
I like the
way the title screen changes after the shit starts.
It just looks. It's fun. Like I want to live. I want to walk through there. Like all the background. It's good shit.
Rick, what is your number 1 game of the year?
Tetris.
Tetris 99?
Yeah.
No shit.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna be like.
Oh, that'd have been rad. I would have totally been okay with it.
I wouldn't have. I mean, like that's higher than Luigi's Mansion.
Fucking Pokemon. How can it not be?
Oh yeah, duh. I didn't even think about that.
Pokemon was. Oh my god. So good. So good. This is a game that I wasn't able to put down at all. I tried to take it with me to work to play on my lunch. I went over my lunch. I can't take it with me. But yeah, like all the gyms, all the new type of Pokemon, all the different like cities that you have to go to, and then you have like 2 open world areas where you can just walk anywhere around you, and find like ginormous Pokemon and try to catch those. That's a lot of fun. The artwork for this is amazing. There's one city that's like full like Blade Runner kind of like cyberpunk feel. You saw that one? I'm sure. Yeah.
I think the common area looks like shit though. Like the
feel. I think aesthetically, I'm talking about art.
Yeah,
it looks great, but all you do is like walk down an alley.
Nice. The Pokemon look nice.
But the one that I really liked was that like where you have to fight the fairy gym leader.
Okay, yeah, I really like that one too.
Yeah, because like everything around you is glowing, and it's a trip. It's a real trip to walk around there, and you can like touch the things that are glowing, and like
There was
when you touch it or like ding it or whatever, like it illuminates even more around you, so you can see more in the dark.
There was a PS3 game that was an RPG called Folklore that had a very similar aesthetic to the fairy gym area. I'm trying to find a
that was probably it looked like
so
that.
That's kind of like what this area looks like. It's very cool. It's very neon, very bright, very colorful.
That was probably my favorite city to visit, artistically, like the way it looks. It's great.
This is his number one, Cheesy.
This is my number one, yeah. But yeah, Pokemon Shield is the one I bought, and I absolutely love it. And I can't wait for the expansions that just got announced too.
He just said it. Pokemon
Shield.
Number one for him.
Number one. Numero uno. So yeah, I'm excited for the expansion of it. New, like they're adding to the map basically for like a whole other region area with different cities and new gyms and new Pokemon. Number one. I'm so excited.
Bryce?
My number one game is Sekiro.
Yeah.
Shadows Die Twice.
Figured it would be.
I fully blame Ben for bringing me into this world at all, because if it wasn't for Bloodborne, Bloodborne brought me in and it made me very into From Software. And my brother is really into these games too, and he was talking up Sekiro a lot too, and like
not to mention 2012 when I sat here and gushed about Dark Souls.
Yeah, no, right. I'm not trying to get Ben.
I know. I'm just saying you've
probably
had
both,
but
you just know how Ben is with fucking Bloodborne. Cheesy dude, I'm with you. I'm not far in the game at all, and the game is fucking frustratingly hard. But for some reason, it doesn't turn me off. Like I don't know. Like I love the worlds that From Software builds. I love this. Like I just like their style. I like the aesthetic. I just like it. I
love how all their games feel different.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
It's just, man, I mean, and it's got enough of a feel of Bloodborne, but it's still different. Like where it's like, oh, yeah, this is like, I remember, like, and it's just, I'm not able to say words right now for some reason, but I really like Sekiro a lot. I kind of can't stop thinking about it and want to go back to it, but I'm stopping myself because there's other things I know that I need to play and that I want to play. And it is cheesy. I'm with you. It is like, it does suck like being on like a boss or something, and I'm like, I can't fucking do this, but I just like that game and that world so much that it's just, that's my number one. Borderlands could have been number one also. Like I'm not gonna even say this was like a definitive thing, but like just something about Sekiro, man. The Japan aesthetic,
samurai style, feudal Japan kind of look. Like...
It's just really fucking fun. It's a really fun, polished game. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my game of the year.
All right, this is not a big shocker. Similar to the past few years. My number one game is a game I was super hyped for since its announcement, since before it was announced. And that game is dead. No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say Death Stranding. I didn't really fuck you up. But no, it's Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
I don't think any game captures what I love about gaming more than the Borderlands franchise.
And it's
awesome worlds.
Yeah.
Great characters.
Yeah.
All the guns feel different, and I found myself early on like sticking to like the guns I would use in Borderlands 2, the manufacturers I would use in Borderlands 2, and then I would get a gun from Torg, and I historically hate Torg guns, but then like the select fire, and this Torg guns have a select fire to where you stick the bullets, they do damage when they hit, but you stick and then you explode them on reload.
Yeah.
And it does massive damage, splash damage, and hurts everybody around that character as well as the one that's stuck with the bullets. And then there was a large portion of that game where I was just using Torg weapons. Torg shotguns, Torg pistols, Torg SMGs, Torg LMGs. Like, that's all I was using. Torg grenades. Everything was Torg in my build. Then I came across... Like, Malawan was one of my favorite manufacturers in previous games. And in this game, I was like... Man, Malawan sucks now. You got to charge your shots, and it's just not fun. And I don't see myself ever using Malawan guns in this game. Cut to a week later, where everything in my fucking loadout was a Maliwan built gun or shield or grenade. And Jacob's guns I never used in the other games because they're semi-auto, so you have to click every fucking click to fire. And I found myself with a full loadout of Jacob's weapons at some point in the game, and like, it's similar to what I said about Paladins over Overwatch, to where I found a character in every class, multiple characters in every class in Paladins to play and enjoy and love. I found multiple guns from every manufacturer to change my loadout at will if I needed to.
That's crazy.
And
man.
it's so well done and so well put together. The story is actually really, really good, and I hate hearing people talk about how I had to play this on mute because it's just so insufferable. Like, if the humor's not...
What's wrong with people?
If the humor's not for you, fine. But do not say it's bad. It's not bad. It's not for you. But when you get past the humor, the story itself is actually a really cool fucking story, man.
Mm-hmm.
All the way through, from start to finish. And when you get the DLC that just came out, the
Get on camera. I hate when you do that.
Moxie's heist of the Handsome Jackpot. Such a cool way to bring back the Handsome Jack character without actually bringing him back from 2. Such an awesome way of dropping you in an environment that you didn't expect to see anything like in it. And it's super fun, and I crushed it in like 3 sittings. And I've been farming all the legendary weapons because a lot of the legendary weapons in that DLC are guaranteed drops from bosses, which is nuts. And I feel like they're going to change that. So I've been farming specific weapons to get all elemental types and all prefixes and everything. Like, it's such a great game, man. And like, I know you know because I wouldn't shut up about it while I was playing through the main storyline. I talked about it on this show numerous times, and it's my game of the year, man. It's the most fun I've had video gaming this year, and in a really, really long time, probably since Borderlands 2. Like, yeah, it's super good, man.
It definitely hasn't disappointed. I know I don't have a lot of ground to stand on because I haven't played a ton, but this game's fucking fantastic. I know I'm going to be really excited to jump back into that world when I do, and yeah, I feel
Dude, and I didn't even talk about the seasonal event they did. Oh god, it was so fucking fun, and the drop rates in that were fucking awful. But I played it enough to get all the equipment finally, and like, man, it was just so good. I haven't done the Maliwan takedown raid because it's scaled for 4 players at level 50. But starting on the 16th, it's going to be scaled to how many people are in your party from the 16th to the 30th. So I have 15 days to farm the fuck out of that raid by myself if need be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's so good. I can't wait to see what the next DLC is, what their next specialized event is, what the next raid they're gonna add is. Like, I sit there and every time I turn on my PlayStation, I'm like, I should probably play some more Borderlands 3. And it's like, no, but I need to fucking play Outer Worlds. I need to play this. I need to play that. Like, and then I will play those games, and then inevitably at 3 a.m. when I should go to bed, I farm fucking legendaries for another hour or 2.
Yeah. I have something to say to you, but fuck you, Cheesy. Why is that necessary? Like, he wants a recap. Wolf wanted a recap, and Cheesy goes, Mike had Borderlands 3, Bryce had Sekiro, which he didn't beat. And Rick had Pokemon. There's games on all of our lists that we haven't beat. So, I don't know why I'm getting singled out. And from what I understand, your backlog is fucking legendary. So, enough.
I think he's just trying to incite Wolf.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, man, that's my list. I've played nearly 30 games this year. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, you played a lot. Well, I'm just saying it's crazy, man. I just remember being like essentially like ground zero with you on Borderlands. Like I remember coming over to your house, you had just got the first game, and there is something about Borderlands. I don't know what it is. Like I feel like both you and I weren't. I don't remember us being like, oh man, I'm excited for this game. I think you actually even just kind of got it on a whim.
Yep, I did.
And
then you watched me play it.
And I was just like, I'm like, man, this world's so cool. Like that, dude. So yeah, there's fucking something about Borderlands.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. You know, like it could have been my number 1 too. But yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I played a shitload of games this year, nearly 30.
Yeah.
I want to give a special shout out to the fucking horror-inducing game that is UFC 3. as you've all seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like 2 years old at this point.
Yeah.
The Grid remaster on Switch I put a lot of time into, and that's super fun. And I played a bunch of Link to the Past as well. That if Mike was gonna give out an award for Mike's favorite old ass game of the year, it would be Link to the Past.
Yeah, like I didn't play that as many games as you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouldn't say that. Like literally, this list is just 2019.
Yeah.
Period. And so like aside from, I forgot about Mario Maker too, but aside from that, MLB The Show 19. Mm-hmm. It's just something I played. Yeah. I don't know that it would make my list. And then Cuphead.
I didn't play enough of that.
But I'm just that's just my list.
That too.
And then I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it. Not trying to incite any anger from anybody, but Little Misfortune has to be mentioned because I think that game is really cool. Again, I wish that I didn't watch somebody play it first, but at the same time, like I had just as much fun watching somebody play that game.
Yeah,
like, it was just really cool. It was. I don't think I really knew. I don't know. I know because what's the other game that they made from that? Like, there's another game.
Oh, I don't know. What studio? I don't even know what studio.
What is it? That's gonna bug me. Filibuster, guys.
I can't.
I'll find it in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. So, Gree. Just to mention Gree.
Frambo.
You guys should play Gree. It's a super fun puzzle platformer. I'm just not getting the quote unquote deeper story that it's telling that a lot of people are like. If I wouldn't have read what the developers said about making that game and what they tried to put into that game, I wouldn't have got that from the game.
Yeah.
But the game is fantastic.
Okay. But yeah, Frambo. You've heard of Frambo, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. So they made that. And this is their next game, and it was fucking joy. It was a joy to watch, and
that's cool.
It's not on my list, so that people don't get all pissy about it. But it's I would be remiss to not mention that game. And I actually, even though like I know how it goes, I might have fun playing it again.
Yeah.
Playing through it myself. And I don't know why. I really want to watch Rick play it. And seeing this game makes me want to check out Frambo too. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just think the look, the aesthetic is really cool. There's like kind of like a creepiness to them too, but it's like a playful, like, I don't know. It's really interesting. So
very cool.
Cool.
That is our game stuff. I want to hear Cheesy and Wolf's list too. Like maybe when we're done.
Yeah.
Because I want to hear their list for movies and games, but we already finished the movie. So all right.